Hi everyone, I'm Beth and I'm part of the Cafe Yoga team, and I've got a beginner yoga flow for us today. So what I want you to know is that the whole practice is going to be on the mat, either seated or all fours or reclined. So if you're challenged by getting up and down, no worries, because we won't be doing that today. But we will be focusing on upper body. We spend a lot of time these days on our devices and we get that curve of the spine, so we want to open up and reverse that. So the only prop you might need today is a towel or a blanket to put behind your knees or maybe under your knees. So if you need one of those, go ahead and grab it and start your music, your favorite playlist, and join me back here because today it's all about upper body, back, chest, and shoulders. So I'm in Thunderbolt right here, so we're just going to start here. This is where you may need that towel rolled up behind your knees. So if that's the case, go ahead and do that now. And we're going to go ahead and go right into opening up the chest. Very purposeful here. Chest is open. We're squeezing those shoulder blades together. And curve forward. Back up. Big breath in. And curve forward as you breathe out. And one more, that's going to be it. Now let's go ahead and move into easy seated or Sukhasana. Now this is a comfortable position for me. It may not be for you. Your knees may be up high. Tuck your blanket or your towel underneath there, but just make sure you're comfortable and that your sits bones are grounded. Hands to the shoulders, and let's rotate. Forward and back. Now reverse your circle. We're building some heat here. We're getting our body ready to work it. All right. Hands nice and wide and out to the back of the mat. Open up the chest, nice and wide. Be careful about throwing your neck back. It is a chest opener, but we want to take care of our necks. And we're taking a couple of deep breaths here. Arms nice and wide. Give yourself a hug. Nice and tight. Bring those elbows in. Nice and wide. Take the opposite arm on top. Now hands nice and wide. Clasp them behind your back like this. I want you to be able to see. And stretch out and open up that chest again. We're sitting up nice and tall here. All right, back out. Flower petal hands right in front of you and open up the chest again. And relax. So we're alternating. We're stretching and relaxing. All right, you should be feeling nice and warm now, so let's get going. Let's move into all fours. So we're starting with our knees right under our hips, and our wrist is under our shoulder. But we're going to take this backhand, place it right under our face, and twist and bring this arm up. Now ideally, if I was nice and flexible, this should be a whole lot more open, but that's okay. Yours may be a lot better, it may not be this open, but it's still yoga, and we're still trying to open our chest. If this hurts your shoulder or you have shoulder issues, just bring your hand down behind your back. We're still working the shoulder, and we're opening up the chest. All right, let's twist the other way. Hand to the center, and this arm goes up. All right, back to all fours. Slide the hands out. Take the right hand and thread it through for half knot. Try and bring your forehead to the mat. Keep that, both hands are out nice and straight, and you should feel a shoulder stretch in each shoulder in this position. If it's too intense, just back on out of it a little bit. Remember, we work to our edge. We don't want to push past it. All right, let's switch sides. This arm goes out, this hand goes through. Forehead to mat. All right, now both hands go straight out for puppy pose, Anahatasana. All right, let's push on back for our first child's pose. Now, instead of our arms going straight out in child's pose, let's bring them all the way back so we can rest those shoulders for a minute. All right, let's come on back to all fours and walk our hands out just a little bit. We're going to move into a modified plank. Now your feet can be on the mat or they can be up. We need to keep our abs nice and tight here and keep our elbows in, and we are going to drop into a push-up. You don't have to go all the way to the mat, just go as far as you can go. Keep your elbows in and your abs nice and tight. So push up, come on back up, and go back into child's pose. Modified plank, abs are tight, elbows are in, push up, back up, back into child's pose. Let's try another one. Modified plank, push up, back into child's pose. Let's try one more. Modified plank, push up, back into child's pose. Hands to the back of the mat. Now come on up into all fours here and pivot this back leg. Take your hand out to the side. This leg goes out, foot is flat on the mat. to a T. Nice and open through the chest. Tighten your abs and raise this leg. All right, drop on down and let's move to the other side. Modified plank. Pivot the leg for a kickstand. This foot is flat. Arms up to a T. Tighten those abs. Bring this leg up. All right, back to all fours. Push back to child's pose. Take the arms back to the back of the mat. All right, now we're adding on just a little bit to that flow. We're going to make it just a little more challenging, but we're still staying on the mat. All right, modified plank. Give yourself some space here. All right, we're going to do a modified plank. Then we're going to drop into cobra. Cobra is a nice chest opening pose. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Now tuck them under, push back to down dog. Now we're going to move into modified plank, or if you choose plank, now into cobra or up dog if you have one in your practice. And back to down dog. Take a deep breath here. Now, modified plank or plank, cobra or up dog. Push back to down dog. And drop on down to child's pose. All right, one more modified side plank. Remember how we did that from all fours? Kickstand, legs straight out, foot is flat, arms to a T, tighten the abs, and come on up. All right, let's try the other side. Kickstand, foot is flat, arms to a T, tighten your abs, raise up. All right, back to all fours. Now we're going to move to seated. We're close to being done already. And I like Sukhasana, easy seated. Sits bones are grounded. All right. Straight out. This arm comes in, this arm comes over. You should feel a nice gentle stretch here. Make sure it doesn't hurt. If it hurts, you just back on out of that. All right, back out to a T. This arm comes over, this arm comes up. You should feel your breath starting to slow now, because we're starting to cool down. All right, arms back out, and this time to a twist. Chest is up nice and straight. We're twisting the core. Back out, and twist to this side. All right, let's move to our backs. Stretch all the way out. Arms are out to a T. Hands are flat on the ground because you'll need those for stability. Legs are up. They don't have to be straight, but we're going to take them side to side. Tighten your abs. And if you're going to your edge, you should be feeling this in your shoulders. All right, back to center. Bring your knees into your chest for Apanasana. Hug your knees nice and tight. And roll on up. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I hope to see you again soon.